Hey guys, what's going on? It's Artiplyes again, and what's happening? How are you? How's things? No limit, all the rest of that. Today, you've probably clicked on the video because you want to find out how to record your own vocals. Now, I'm literally about to, in 2 days' time, release the first. Actually, no, it's probably not. It's the second. I lie. But anyway, the first, I guess, official all-me vocal track where I've sung on my own track, produced everything, mixed, mastered the lot, and released it independently. So I'm super pumped about that. I can't wait. 2 days. Something About You will be out. If it's out already, if by the time you're watching this video, hopefully there'll be a link somewhere for you. Just check the channel, jump on, subscribe, and check out that video. Got a cool visualizer coming for that as well. Been working hard with the clips. You probably saw that in the last video with Billy, if you're keeping up. Anyway, we filmed some shots for that. I've got a wicked visualizer coming, Something About You. Early support from Don Diablo, the man himself. That's absolutely blown me away. I can't believe that. Pretty much a bit of a childhood kind of nostalgic dream thing going on here, where I used to always listen to his radio show, and now he's got my track on his bloody USB, so that's insane. Grateful, humbled to do what I do. This is insane. Anyway, we're gonna jump in today and look at how to record your own vocals, because it's so super simple. You don't need anything crazy. You could even use your phone. I can show you how to do that. And then you can use your phone. You can use a microphone of any kind of sort, USB, basically, the better the quality, the original sample or the original recording, the kind of cleaner it's going to be. But sometimes that doesn't matter. If you're going for an effect, if you're going for like a kind of, I guess, compressed or overdriven or phone speaker kind of vibe, and it's not a real direct main vocal, then you can get away with things like your phone. So we'll play around with a few things today. Really excited to jump in, and let's go. See you guys soon. Happy Wednesday. Alright guys, here we are. I've had to change rooms. Unfortunately, my studio, the light's blown in there and it doesn't really get too much sunlight over on that side of the house. So I've had to change rooms. But nonetheless, we're going to be able to show you. So this is, I guess, you know, we're trying to demonstrate recording vocals at home with no equipment. So if all this is all you have, if you just have a laptop or you just have a computer or something basic, you know, like a phone or something, I'm recording it on this right now, but I would show you with a phone. If you've got those, which 90% of people do, then you've got yourself a decent microphone. These days, people, you know, spend hundreds of dollars on microphones, and there's like pop records out there that topping the charts. I think Roses is even a famous one by Chainsmokers. They recorded that in their hotel room, I think. There's a video that you can check out from them making that and explaining how they did it. But it was a real basic kind of, really basic vocal. So we're going to use the laptop speakers today. This particular room, I'm not sure if you can hear, I'm speaking quite loudly, but there's a lot of like echo and reverb. That's probably going to be your main concern when you're recording at home, especially with laptop speakers. They're quite sensitive, and phone speakers, they're sensitive as. So if you've got lots of echo and bounce and reverb, it's going to make it really metallic. The best advice I can give you is to record in the most kind of like dense space you can. That's where, you know, a closet or, you know, where like behind mattresses and things where you've got a lot of material that can soak up the sound is a really good idea. So best recordings are best done in great acoustics. So choose your place really, really carefully. The next thing we're going to jump into, I'm going to open up an audio track and show you how to record it, and then we can do some basic processing to adjust how the vocal sounds from the laptop, because you know there's certain frequencies that are going to peak more than others, and especially with the room frequencies as well, or the space that you're in, it's going to change the frequencies as well. So don't necessarily follow what I'm doing, but you'll be able to see the idea of the process of what I'm going through, and then you can go and do that yourself and play around with it and learn. So we're just going to jump into Ableton. I'm going to create an audio track here and enable it, and essentially we're going to go up into the preferences here. You can see that I've routed the Soundflower for the output device, and if you don't know what Soundflower is, it's basically just a way of rerouting the audio throughout your computer. Cool little device. It's almost like a little mini mixing desk kind of thing, where you just choose where your audio goes. So this output's going through QuickTime, so I can record the screen for you at the same time. But then the input device, we're going to go to the built-in microphone, and that's going to be the microphone in the laptop. The position of it changes depending on what model computer you have, but my best advice, and especially because the screen is like a bit of a reflector, is to kind of open it right up so you get minimal reflections back into the microphone, and then try and keep yourself away a fair distance kind of away from the microphone, because it's gonna pick up a lot and it's gonna amplify in the room a bit, or the space. So don't be like right up here going yo, because it's just gonna distort the hell out of it. It's gonna sound crap. Even you can see it. Ready? Let's go on to here. So you can see this over here. Whoa, let's not do that. Okay, so yeah, you can see that it's gonna peak up if I go really close. Bop, bop, bop. It turns it red, so it's peaking. If we switch to auto, I'm gonna be able to hear the actual sound, and it's probably gonna reverb around because I'm doing it, but let's record a couple of samples of the audio, and we'll go from there. We'll start some processing. I wasn't really sure what to kind of record, so I'm just going to record a couple of vocal chops and see if we can then turn it into a nice lead or something. That's just kind of one way of recording stuff at home. You can sing into this, and I would, but I'm not a great singer, so let's not do that. And yeah, you know, if you do sing into it, you just got to be careful of those extra things. So I'm just going to do a few vocal chops and demonstrate. Let's record. Cool. Da, do da, da do, do do, ba. Cool. There you go. A little bit of a jazz scat kind of idea. Let's jump in and play around with that. Let me record the screen again. Cool. We're on. Ah! Not a good idea. Let's go through and listen to what we made. Dap. Do that. So really, not a bad quality vocal, like, considering. So, you know, with any kind of vocal, what I'm going to do first and foremost is put a bit of EQ on. What I like to do, especially with these speakers, it's not too much bass in them, but you know, we're going to do that. And then just a bit of a shelf on the top end, roll the tops off. Maybe it might be a little bit crisp on these laptop speakers. And then compress it, put in some sort of compressor, and then I'm just going to duplicate this after there in case there's any squashing. Put in, see, I'm not even listening to any of this, this is just going straight on. Right before the EQ, put in a bit of reverb, bring the reverb down, and decay up a little bit, maybe a bit shorter, around 1 second. There we go. And let's listen. Actually, ping pong before reverb. And I like the triples, but we'll just roll off the top end. Cool, let's listen. Cool. Dap, 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 do, dap, da, do, ba. I like this one. Dap, 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 do, dap. Well, that one's good. Dap, 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 dap. So that one sounded cool. We got some effects on there. I'm gonna just basically cut that out and Command J or consolidate, so it's there if you don't know that one. Then we can go into the fades as well. I'm probably going to just get rid of all the rest of this. Come in and create a bit of a sample, you know, so it can. I'm gonna reconsolidate that again. Now that's my sample. Let's create a MIDI track, double click, bring the sample down, and now it should be should be on that MIDI keyboard. So I'm gonna copy these processes across because I liked those effects, and then we have something. I mean, it sounds pretty vocally, so we can throw some other effects on it. I'm going to try and use just stock presets because that's the most important one. People might not have anything in particular. Grain delay is a really fun one to put on. I'm going to put that before this. Actually, I'll delete that. Let's go find a couple of these. So play around with some really cool ones. I'll show you a crazy one. Rubber Band is pretty crazy. I'll turn off the ping pong so you can hear it. So yeah, you can, I mean, obviously play around with, that's a pretty crazy one. I just wanted to show you what it can do. But put on some stuff. Overdrive, even just some saturation. Corpus is a fun one to play around with. Chorus is great. Some filtering modulations you can play around with. Even look, chuck on this and go notch step. So that just, and it has an LFO in it. So it kind of, I don't know if you can hear it through there, but it's automating the filter and the, you know, changing the shape of it. So that's really cool. You can add these kinds of things in, play around with effects, and you can literally, from something that you've recorded, come up with any kind of sound effect. And I've done this in, you know, within maybe 10 minutes to show you, and I've been demonstrating it. So easy to come up with something. It's literally off the top of my head, and this is all the setup that I have. There's no other microphones, there's no special gadgets or plugins or thing that I'm running it through. It's just literally into the speaker, into the processor, and play around. I'd show you some more detailed stuff, but you know, that's for another video. EQ, compression, some of the methods that I was going through. If you're a bit confused, there'll be other videos on that, but for now, this is how to record vocals at home. You can do the same process with your phone, just record it in, maybe airdrop it to yourself, send it to yourself, and then bring in the file, and it will be the same thing. Just check for being too close to the phone as well. That looked a bit weird. Yeah, holding the phone and kind of, you know, safe distance away. So hope that helped you guys. If you wanted to keep up with what's going on, make sure you subscribe down the bottom. It's really important to me to have some people to talk to and share this with, but I'm just grateful to do what I do, so let's get this information out there. Once again, like I said, on my YouTube channel, in 2 days' time, there will be the release of Something About You, the visualizer to go with that. You should see the premiere on my YouTube channel right now, so head over there, click the reminder button, and we're good to go. I'm excited. We'll see you guys there. Thanks again for watching, and no limit.